Good morning. Buddy's eating his bones. Nope, I think he's out. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a helicopter flying over. Anyways, it is, what is it? Wednesday, June 17th. So you won't see this for probably another week. I usually have at least a couple videos filmed ahead. So the corn across the road from the shop. Let me zoom in. Come on, you bitch. Just about to canopy. You can just barely see between the rows now. So for you non-farmers that are watching, when I say canopy, that means the corn rows, you won't be able to see between the rows. It shades it out, which helps dramatically for weed control, which we need this year because the spray ain't working for shit. So 11 o'clock news last night before I went to bed. They're, you know, our weather people, they crack me up. They get all excited about records. They showed the top 5 longest stretches without rain for our area here in central New York. And I think after today we break into the top 5. This will be the 18th or 19th day in a row without measurable rain, as they call it. And I think the 3rd longest stretch was like 26 or 7 days in a row. And it was in the month of October back in the 1960s. I'm good with that. We could go 31 days in October without rain because that's harvest season. I think any farmer would be thumbs up on that one. But not June, July, and August. So our next chance of rain, which is just chance for thunder showers because it's going to be in the mid to upper 80s. Tomorrow's supposed to hit 90, is Sunday and Monday. So we still got another 3 or 4 days. So we're going to be we're going to move up in the top 5. So it's crazy. I mean, to think that, you know, a month ago we were wet, cold. You know, the 3rd week of May there, we had that one weekend where it struggled to get to 50. It was in the 40s. Nighttime temperatures were in the 30s. Get away from me, B. On May 9th, we had between 2 and 3 inches of snow. So I know farmers are never happy, but you know what? Like I told one of my non-farming friends, when you go to work this week, whether it rains, snows, it's 20 degrees or 100 degrees, at the end of the week, you get a paycheck. So if that shit don't grow and don't grow very good, I don't get a paycheck. So that's the difference. And I don't belittle anybody who has a regular job and gets a paycheck. So I'm going to, it's a little after 8. I'm not spraying corn today. I'm going to wait on the last of my corn because it's not super huge and the spray is just not working that good. The residual isn't going to do shit because it's not getting any rain to get into the ground. So I'm going to go over to the Boot of Italy field, which now I'm going to keep calling that, over on the other road, that 43 acres, and try and do some anhydrous. The tractor and applicator are already over there. I got to hook on to that nurse tank's full, and the other one down around the corner is half full. That should do that 43 acres, or close to it. I may have to come back and fill one of them up, I don't know. But I'm hoping I don't tear everything apart doing that, because the top 2-3 inches of the ground without any topsoil moisture is getting hard. You get down 3-4 inches, 5 inches, you find moisture. So earlier planted corn like that and beans like the ones behind my house, they're not suffering quite as bad yet. My allergies are, though. Holy shit, the cottonwoods, it was like it was snowing the other day. My cousin's finishing up beans, and I don't know how many C-springs they've broke on the disc that he said he's replaced because the ground's just getting so hard. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, we can't control Mother Nature. So I'm gonna go do some anhydrous, see what happens. So I'm along the edge of the woods. Yeah, I guess you can see this. teeth are bringing up moisture, so there's moisture down below, and it's soft down below. On top, it's hard as a rock. So I just broke one of these spring teeth clear off. From the looks of it, it was a little bit broke once upon a time, and now it broke off completely. There she lays. So I got to start taking this apart. And as I told you, I'm in the boot of Italy piece. So way the hell over yonder is the road where my truck is. On the other side of that hedgerow is a bean field. Out there is a road. So corn looks pretty good here too, I will say. Needs a drink, but not hurting terribly. So I just called Barb. Told her to get the stuff that I need, because not like I'm carrying one of them big things around in the tractor. I have one left in the shop. Oh, the sweat bees are horrible today. Get off me, you son of a bitch. She's gonna get what I need and have Chelsea bring the gator down the edge of that bean field over there, their side of that hedge, and there's a trail that comes through, and then I'll just have her come along the edge of the corn, straddle the first few rows, then come up here so I can fix this. So I'm doing the boot part. I had gone twice around my headlands of the big field, and I figured while I was here and I had enough in the applicator, I'd get the boot part off and then finish taking my headlands back around to the road. By then I might need to refill, but that didn't happen. And rather than try and put that thing up on the frame and bounce my way back to the road to fix it there, Jesus, those of you who are farmers, you get it. I mean, nothing breaks at an opportune time or in the most opportune place. So I'll probably be sitting here for 20 minutes waiting for Chelsea to show up. But I can start taking that knife off of that old one and go from there. So you'll get to see Chelsea in a few minutes. You can see this wet spot where we've tiled is completely dried up. It wasn't completely dry this spring when we started. But who the hell is going to wait till the 1st of June to start doing their crops? Oh, here comes Chelsea to the rescue. Coming through the hedgerow now with the gator. There she is. That's right, just straddle the first row, kiddo. Better than me wallering back all the way to the road, for God's sakes. And of course she goes like hell. Yeah, she's going over a little bit of lawn there, which is actually our property anyhow, but that neighbor confiscated that part of the property years ago from the old guy that I bought this farm from. Look at her go. And there goes Chelsea leaving. Straddling the first row and going slower, like I told her to. Because as you can see here, that's why we did not film the fix. It is now fixed. There's a little bit of tempers. She's 16. And she likes to try and tell her mother and I how it is. Well, that doesn't work. So, she got her permit, and if she drives a vehicle like that, then she won't have her license very long when she gets it. But, so we're back going. Kept our family squabble out of YouTube. Corn looks really good here. Other than this one wet spot, which has been tiled, but we need to do a little more retiling here or something, because it's just getting that one spot cleaned up is just not working good. So, like I said, we got her fixed. We're back going. Down there again with my child, like we all do, let's face it. Once you bust through that top 2, 3, 4 inches of crusty ground, it's not bad underneath, but boy, the ground's hard up top. But this entire farm looks like this. It looks really good. But boy, we do need a drink pretty soon. So okay, I'm filling my tank, or my applicator. There's the pump and the one nurse tank. So while that's filling, across the road from here is that little 7-acre piece that I put the test plot on. So let's go see what the test plot looks like. All right, this corn is above my knee. Right there's my knee. So the leaves are definitely above, and the stalk is pretty much right even with my knee right now. This corn looks good. Still don't know if the camera does it justice, if you can tell looking across there, but you can see the different shades of green because there's 15 different varieties in here. This got anhydrous last week when I did the 25 acres up the road. But this corn looks good, close to canopy. I explained that to you earlier for those of you who aren't farmers. Whee. It's getting freaking hot. But you can see how dry we are and how hard that ground is. I mean, you gotta kick down. You gotta kick down a ways before you start finding some dark colored dirt. Like I said, my knives are bringing up moisture. So the earlier corn I'm not so worried about because the roots are getting deeper. It's the later planted stuff, especially the beans. So I gotta pay attention to this, so shut her down. Filled up. Nurse tank's empty. Eating my lunch. Applicator's full. Heading back. Ham and cheese sandwich and Frito scoops. That's lunch today. After I get this off, I gotta go back and get the other tank, nurse tank. And I think there's enough in that to finish this 43 acres. But we'll see. Back at the farm, filling the big tank, or the nurse tank out of the big tank. Got the applicator sitting there. I don't know how well you can see this. Some of this corn is curling. You can tell the difference of it. It gets pineapple-y looking. Well, for those of you that are farmers, you know what that is. Those of you that aren't, that's because it's so hot and dry. Tomorrow they're talking 90, so it's probably gonna curl even worse. No, it's not dying, not yet. That's basically a mechanism built into the gene of the corn. It curls itself up tight to protect itself from the heat. So, I don't know, it's like I told you, Wednesday. They lowered our chance of rain, I just looked on Sunday, down to 20%. Yay! But they upped our chance for Monday to 40%. God, I hope so. Because that'll put us, I was telling you about the records earlier, shit, that'll put us 22 or 3 days in a row without rain. So, anyways, I'm gonna end this. Barb and Chelsea just ran me back. I got both nurse tanks back. Like I said, I'm filling that one out of the big tank right now. Then I'll move that one out of the way, go get the other one, pull that up and fill it. They'll both be full. It's, I don't know what it is, 4:30 in the afternoon. Unfortunately, being my other job is being a county legislator, I have a stupid meeting I have to go to tonight at 6 o'clock because we're interviewing people for our highway superintendent position. And I'm on that committee, so I'll probably end this. Hope you liked it. You know, it wasn't much, but give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Try to get a little better content on other ones. Today's just been a hectic bullshit day with breakdowns and everything else. So subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, all that stuff, that, you know, the nonsense at the end that we all tell you. So follow me on Instagram, Andy the Grumpy Farmer. Some of you do. We chat back and forth. Jeremy, you and I were just chatting. So, and we will see you in the next one, I guess.